Thanks for joining me, everyone. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to give a short talk, and I haven't got any slides, deliberately just avoided slides. I'm just going to talk to you about a career in day trading, and I'm going to show you what I've been doing in terms of some of my trades in the last couple of weeks. I'm going to show you a little bit about the mechanics of what I do. But today, I just wanted to talk to get the idea across about what's involved in becoming, a full-time day trader, and what's involved in, really being consistent and being profitable, and what sort of hoops you have to go to in order to achieve that. But more importantly, where do you start? Maybe you've been trading, maybe you have been investing or looking after some funds, etc. But you want to take it further and make an income from day trading. So we'll talk about that, and we'll talk about the different stages and so on. So uh, by all means, tap in any questions as I go along. I'll answer them when there's a good time. Otherwise, if you want to talk to me at any stage or contribute, then mention that in the text, and I'll turn your mic on. Okay, so first and foremost, I think the most important thing is you need to have a specific goal before you even think about this. Are you setting out to just get extra income? Are you wanting to ditch the day job and have a full-time career? Or is this something you want to do in retirement? Whichever it is, you need to be quite clear about that from the outset. If you are wanting to make a career out of this, then your input, the time you allocate to this, and the resources you need are completely different from somebody who just wants extra income, or somebody who just fancies the occasional hour or two something to do in retirement. Okay. I'll come back to this in a minute, but the main aspect of a successful trader, this is absolutely crucial to any person, anybody listening to this recording, replay, or here today, is self-discipline. So what you're trying to do here is, by trying to make an income, or by trying to make money out of day trading, you need to be a professional. You need to be on the same level as a professional, because that's the people you're up against when you're trading. You're not up against the guy down the road, or the guy in the next town. You're up against the markets, Mr. Market. So without that discipline, you will not succeed. That's just as simple as that. Now, you probably know that, but it's well worth reiterating. So, okay, so does that mean if you look at a lot of YouTube videos and you read a lot of books, you're going to be a successful trader? The answer is no. And the reason why is because unless you have a method or a system, a particular system that you trust, but more importantly, that you actually trust your own actions. So when you take a trade, when you engage in the markets, you are confident that you have done the preparation. You're confident that this trade that you want to take, that position that you're taking, has a high probability of success. Then if you get to that point, then you can become a professional trader. Then you should be making consistent profits. All right, so let's just move across to, I'm going to show you a snapshot of my charts. So this is my day trading screen, and this is what I've been trading today. Now, I'm not here to tell you exactly what you're seeing. All I'm doing, I'm trying to make the point that what I've done here is a lot of preparation. All of these, we all know, or most of us know, that trading is about support and resistance. So there are key points in the market at which there will be more buyers and sellers, and vice versa, more sellers and buyers. So what all I'm doing here is I'm developing a system that allows me to pick that up. Here is oil. So these pink zones that you've got in oil are unique to oil. And if you understand oil trading, you know how to find these zones, then that gives you a massive advantage in the marketplace. So again, I'm not here to teach you what these zones are. I'm here to make the point that if you want to be a professional trader, don't bother unless you have a specific system. So what you're seeing here is a system that is highly successful. Here is oil. I'm still in an oil trade. So these are all particular zones and setups and levels that are relevant to this market. So I got into gold a little bit late, but that's not a problem. I got in at 2041. I'm only 2046. So my profit levels on gold are not great. They are, however, I got in on this on the right-hand chart here. I got in on this pink zone here, 75, 76. And that I took it off at 77.66. So could have got a bit more profit, but my aim is not to get squid to squeeze every single penny out of this. My aim is to just make a profit. Right. So what I've got here is if you're in the meetup group, if you go to the photos, I've got a lot more to put up here, but these are just a few trades I've put up here already. So what I've got here is this example of this is a 4-hour chart. I've not shown you a 4-hour chart. I've shown you smaller time frames. But what you've got here is it shows you my little system. This blue line here is my entry point. So I've gone £10 a point on the S&P. I think this was yesterday. And my target was, well, I actually took it off at this resistance level up here. And I bought back into the close on this one. Don't normally do that. I did on this day. Why did I do that? Because it's just a huge amount of support. We got a massive move up here, which actually, from memory, I think that happened before the open, which is unusual. That was it. It was inflation data a week or so ago, and so all this market been doing this is just a 50-day average, nothing complicated. So the market's been wriggling around. This is great. Once you're above an average, do not short as a general rule. But anyway, all these dips were viable, so that's why again didn't get the low here. My aim is not to get the absolute bottom. I'm not bottom fishing. I'm looking for evidence that there's more buyers and sellers in this case, in this bull market. Okay, but that's only come about because of the preparation I've done, the system I use, and the discipline to take that trade and set my targets. This is oil yesterday. Yes, I did a lot of trading yesterday, and I just decided to update all the photo albums. So I think this is a 60-minute chart, actually. You can see I've got a lot of preparation here. It's a bit of a messy chart. I do prefer clean charts, really. At the time I took the screenshot, I had 78 pips on the book. So that blue line is my entries. This is a picture of my live account. So again, I didn't get the floor because that was I think that was pre-open anyway. That was before. I don't trade before the US markets open. So 78 pips, and then this one is climbing up here. So let's look at another one. This is oil again. There's my entry down there at 76 and a few hundred quid profit on that account at that stage. Okay, so I'll put some more pictures up there. That's gone back to the beginning. There are a lot of photographs up there, or screenshots of previous trades. If you go to the photograph button, you will see that I have to admit I'm not very good at keeping this up to date, so I will try harder. So you see there are different albums for, there's an October one there, top right, September middle left, etc. All right, so that's and here we are with the oil is still running. Oil is still looking as if we can get above this 78. Let's have a look at my gold trade. Gold is holding up, but struggling with this 45, 2045. It's had a good day. All right, so if you want to, any questions on that? So to sum up, I want to keep this nice and short. I've only been talking for 12, 15, 30 minutes. That's fine. Um, yeah, I don't see the point of doing a long talk on this. The whole point is you've got to have a system. You've got to trust that system. You've got to have the self-discipline to use that, to be consistent about it and follow those rules. This is where people fall down. That's why some people lose money on trading. And then but you've got to, of course, to get to that point, you have to have done sufficient hours research and development and study, which is a massive turn off to people, to some people. And at that point, if you want to commit yourself to that, if you have a clear goal, you commit yourself to that level of training, you achieve that self-discipline, then you can be a consistent trader, then you can be a profitable trader. But not everybody can tick those boxes. This is why some people, when you open your brokerage account, the broker tells you, I think by law, your broker has to tell you what percent of their clients, their customers, actually make money. And I've got an IG account. Every time I open IG, it's quoting me that 68% of people who have an IG account do not make a profit. Yeah, they lose money. And the reason why they lose money is because they can't tick these boxes that I've been talking about. All right. So if you want to get involved, yes, I will. I will email you mentoring program. Just for you and any other viewers, if you look at tradeeasyway.com and go to day trading. So being a beginner is one thing. Going from a beginner to a day trader is obviously is a second stage. So I'll talk to you about both direct. Sorry, let's get this button out of the way. Right, okay, so this is specifically about day trading. Trade daily and earn daily. So I talk in the introduction here is pretty much what I've been telling you just now. If you scroll down here, the program that I'm offering is, this covers these areas. So it covers, it's a 4-hour program. these are the strategies. So they're very, very specific strategies, and you've seen that from the way my charts have been lined up. There is what I call a sort of an anchor. So this anchor is exactly what it says on the tin. It's fundamental to every single trade I take. If the anchor system is not triggering, then I don't take the trade. Now, just at the bottom there, that is the most critical aspect of the whole aspect of trading professionally is risk management. Again, it's a little bit of it's a boring subject. Quite often when I talk about risk management, people just turn off and go away. But that's, again, this is the whole crux and the crutch of trading. So many traders, yeah, that's 68% of IG customers who lose money don't understand risk management. It's greed. I suspect a lot of them don't understand the steps to become a profitable trader, and they certainly don't understand risk management. They risk too much money on a trade, get greedy, and lose money. You've got to aim to be, it's a probability. Trading is probabilities. It's not, there's no certainties in life, and there's certainly no certainties in trading. The business model is the same as the insurance industry, and you should aim to have 65% success. In my book, that should be your minimum. Any higher, of course, is a bonus. There, 85% is achievable. That's not too difficult to achieve 85% success. And then once you have, if you come on the program, on the day trading program, then you get access to the live trading room, you get the chat room, you get the preparation, you get the alerts. So you're well looked after, basically. Okay, so let me just close all that off. It's just, yeah, when I email you, I'll recommend a trading platform, and I'll give you a simple email about your options to getting from a beginner to a day trader, and then we'll talk about how I can support you and how I can help you, and then you're more than welcome to ring me and have a chat and talk a bit more detail. That's absolutely fine. Anybody who wants to have a chat with me, that's fine. I'm very happy just to, if you're already trading and want to have a chat, that's fine. If you want to start and learn to be a trader and a day trader, then very happy to talk to you about the different options that are available to you. Right, been talking for 20 minutes, so and let's just have a look at, let's get an update on my gold trade is still profitable. You can see obviously the more black that's on these charts, the better. Red is we got lower closes. So if we can close above this $20 at 2045, then I think this could break higher. I've got some data in 40 minutes. So I suspect these markets might drift lower, come back into this pink zone. And then if this trade is going to work, that pink, it won't trade underneath the lower that pink zone, and it should ping back to these higher numbers. You don't need to know what those are. They're just marks on a chart. And that's why I talk about trading like that, because the simpler you make trading, the more likely you are to make money and the more likely you are to succeed. All right. So I will, Jess, I will drop you an email. I've got your email address because you've registered on Zoom. And anybody else who wants to contact me, anybody who's listening in on YouTube, then go on to tradetheeasyway.com and message me from there. Brilliant. All right. thanks again for joining me. Unless you've got any specific questions, I will close up now. And all of you who are with the meetup group, I'm going to do two things. I'm going to make sure I post more trades up there, and B, um, yeah, I will. I'm also going to. I've been promising to set up some meetings, face-to-face meetings, and I am getting close to that point where I'm going to set that up soon because I would very much like to meet a lot of you, because a lot of you in the group and on my other groups. Brilliant. Thanks very much. Have a good evening or have a good afternoon if you're in the US, only 20 past 1 in New York. And I will also, I'm doing a session next week in the US online. I'll send everybody details about that. Brilliant. Thank you very much. And I hope to talk to you soon. Thanks. Bye.